Hello, and welcome to another video. Hi! If you're first time here, I'm Els. I'm a blogger from the UK, and I am now recording from my new house. By the way, during last 2, 3, 4 months, there have been quite a few changes. I've moved from London, where I stayed 23 years, to Portsmouth area, and I am filming from my new home. I'll show you the tour if you're interested, of course, in the next videos or two. But today we're actually filming about some makeup. As always, I'm a big fan of makeup. I'm a little bit of a makeup addict, and I want to show you something that I recently got. I was meant to do this video ages ago. I am makeup obsessed, love trying and playing with makeup, and I hope I'm gonna discover some new favorite products. I buy a lot of budget makeup, some high-end makeup, not very luxurious selection, but I do have quite a few things that I enjoy. I do love buying eyeshadows. It's my favorite category. I have quite a few foundations. I've got quite a few different little things, but today we're gonna review only few items from Sheglam, and I want to tell you what I think about it. So Sheglam, if you don't know, is a brand by Shane. People call it completely different. I don't know the correct pronunciation, but I've been purchasing from Shein, I call it Shein, for about now, I would say 5 years, and I really love it. Occasionally there can be some low quality items, but again, by saying low quality, I mean something that I didn't enjoy, something I didn't like. But I wanted to check the makeup because I've seen a lot of reviews, good reviews about Shein makeup, Sheglam items. Some of them were viral on TikTok and Instagram and social media for quite a while, and I was tempted to buy them, but I always find a cheaper alternative, and I am blessed to be based in the UK, where we can find so many interesting brands. So I am basically surrounded by the makeup that I love, and on any budget. I do love a budget makeup. I'm gonna put you slightly closer and let's check the stuff out, shall we? It's not gonna be much of a creative makeup today. It's more like a very nice and wearable everyday makeup, and we're gonna start. So I've unpacked everything already. We have the cushion, we have the powder, bronzer, blushes, lipstick or lip gloss. I'm not lipstick. We've got a little eyeshadow palette. I only got a little one, a small one, because I'm not sure about the quality. We've got the liner for the lips, and we've got a small brow pencil. The items I will list down in the description area if you're interested, obviously. If not, this is just for the information. And I also got a set of brushes, which are, to be honest, not looking too good, but they can be useful, I guess. I didn't get a wipe, but hopefully we'll be all right without it. So starting as always with the cushion. The cushions, I believe, came from Southern Korea, maybe, if I'm not wrong. They might be a thing for the whole Asian market, I would think so, but I only tried Korean cushions, and I really like them. I had quite a few about 3, 4, 5 years ago, when I was really into Korean makeup. By the way, I've ordered some Korean stuff as well, so we can check this out. But otherwise, today we're gonna just try a few bits here from Sheglam and see if we like it, if I want to buy anything on top of that. And being a makeup addict, I would probably buy something. So let's see what it claims. It says Lock and Go long lasting cushion foundation. That's it. 44 hours. Today's wrong something with me. 48 hours long lasting waterproof Sheglam. Yeah, and that's how it's looking, the component. I like that it's looking like a little rock, like a stone. Really cute. I love the packaging. I love the component. It doesn't look too cheap. It doesn't feel cheap. Inside, as always, mirror with protector. We've got the puff, the sponge, and we've got the foundation. As always, protected seal. I hope I got the right color. So all cushions, they have the sponging, or whatever you call that. So we click on it and we press to the skin. Press, press, press. To be honest, I don't know what to expect. I didn't see reviews for this particular cushion. As you can see, my skin is not perfect. Far from being perfect. I'm not in the know how much of this stuff to add. So probably I'm putting a little bit too much. Don't know. So basically I'm just going through all of my face, all around, trying to get the product in. I don't want to put too much. Let's close this down, get a mirror, and get a precise I like how it's sitting on the skin. As always, I'm filming on my iPhone without any editing, without filters, without anything. So you see what I see. Just have a look. I would say it's skin-like, matte coverage. I'm just pressing it all in as you do with the cushions. It's very, you know, the feel of the skin. It's very velvet-like. What do we think? Very velvety. I actually like it. I'm gonna put it back. I didn't get any concealer, and the reason is in the day-to-day life I don't really use concealer much. I use foundation because I've got redness on my skin, I've got mature skin, I've got kind of like imperfections, and to even up the skin tone I think foundation is good enough. But on a days of my photo shoots or other days I do use some heavier makeup. So this is what we're looking at. I think it's pretty good. What do we think? It's pretty good coverage, and the feel on the skin is very velvety, very nice. Don't feel cakiness, don't feel heaviness, don't feel anything. This is a good thing. So next up we're gonna go with bronzer, contouring, Sunbeam Matte Liquid Bronzer. This is what it is. And I believe this is one of the products that is highly loved by people. The component is cute. Even a lot of let me get the brush straight away. So we've got these brushes, this set. It doesn't look too nice, however I think it's okay-ish. Yeah, it doesn't feel really quality, but it's okay. We have how many brushes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Some of it's supposed to be, this is for the highlighter. We don't have a highlight today, but I might use it for the eyeshadows to put highlight on my cheeks. We've got this brush is usually for blushes. This is for liquid products like blush, foundation, contouring. I might actually use this one because it's much bigger in the surface. It's very flimsy. It's very soft, too soft. It's a little bit, I mean, it's okay as a cheap brush set. I think I paid, I cannot remember, but I wouldn't pay more than £2 for it. So I will put the link down below if you're interested in cheap brushes. They are okay. I mean, let's see how they work, but they're all right. They're not, I mean, I use a lot of brushes from AliExpress, Shein, Temu, Chinese brushes, and they are okay. You know, I'm not complaining. I'm not mad at them. I don't know if you need to do this. Probably. I haven't read the memo. So we're gonna place a little bit on the cheeks, a little bit here. Then we're gonna do a little bit here, maybe here. Let's do a bit here. So I put it everywhere I would put my contouring bronzer product. And let's try to blend it with the bigger one, with the big brush, and see how that goes. Disappeared. On this cushion foundation, it's kind of nice. Okay, it's all gone. What do we see? Oh, forgot to blend these parts. These parts. These parts. Okay, what do we see? Do we have a little bit of contouring? Maybe the shade is a little bit light. So this shade is called Golden Sun. And I have chosen the shade according to their chart. I didn't want it to make too dark because I never know actually my skin tone and my bronzing shade. So I'm just guessing here. But so far, it blends lovely. It keeps a little bit of a shade. I put it a little bit higher so we don't see the hollows in the cheek. Because my skin is mature and the face is not a youngish face. We need to keep it on a higher side to actually give some correct shades. So next product is gonna be a blush. Oh, a blush, and the blush is in color Love Cake. Ooh, nice. It should be pink. I love my blushes pink and coral and pink, coral and peach. So that should be nice, natural. I know that a lot of bloggers are saying good things about this particular blush, not the shade but the blush. So I don't know if that's enough. That's too much. I love it. Oh, if you know me, if you've been following me on my Instagram and my makeup Instagram, you know that I love my blush. So I put blush everywhere, basically. Everywhere. Not bad at all. What do we think? Can we see the glow? Can we see the shade? Nice, I like it. Okay, so the blush I love. The contouring probably a bit too light. Next up we're gonna use, okay, what do we have next? We have a lip pencil. Let's do a lip pencil. Sheglam color Petal Flush. My lips are a bit dry. To be honest, I usually use lip gloss every day, but since I moved to Portsmouth, I haven't been really out much and I didn't really use anything. So we have, the pencil is nice and round. I think it claims to be, where is the packaging? It claims to be Cloud Line Blur Lip Liner. So we're gonna, it feels very waxy. It goes quite like, it feels like it leaves some bits on the lips. I'm not sure I'm liking it. When I tried it on my hand, it was quite nice. I don't know what we like, what we think. It's okay. By the way, let me do a swatch for you. That's how it looks on the hand. That's how it looks on the lips. Not sure. I am not sure. It's okay. I'm not blown away by the thing. Sheglam lipstick, and this is in the color Rule Breaker, and it says Mirror Kiss High Shine Lipstick. I am a big fan of lip glosses, and I think I wanted to buy a lip gloss as well, but in the end, the component is glass, or I think it's actually glass, and it looks like so nice, pinky coral. That's the lipstick. It's melting on the skin. Melting. I love the component. I love the lips. Don't mind my lips, they're very dry at the moment, but I'm really pleased. I am really pleased. So one of the last steps would be the pencil for the eyebrows. To be honest, it was difficult to choose the shade. I usually go for cool tone gray, taupe, and ash blonde shades. This one is in the color, okay, Fluff Line Eyebrow Pencil Taupe, in the color taupe. Let's have a look. I need a mirror. I need the mirror. it's very nice, glides on very nicely, nice pigmentation. You see the difference? It's quite nice. I'm not a big fan of eyebrow products, and generally fixing eyebrows is not my favorite, because I seem like I cannot really do the right job with them. So the eyebrows are done. Very, very nice, don't we think? Let's just brush them a little bit to get them a natural look. As you can see, I don't use any gel for eyebrows, no soaps. My brows are very thin. I used to do microblading, but haven't done it for a while. So the last step we have is the eyeshadows and the powder. Let's do powder first. I don't have a powder brush because I've used that biggest brush from the set for the... So it's Sheglam Insta Ready Faced and Under Eye Setting Powder Duo. So we have an interesting component. We've got the powder here and powder here that is protected with the protector. I cannot get it out. Hold on. So yeah, I've moved to Portsmouth. I'm now based near Portsmouth, not in Portsmouth Center, but about half an hour away from it. And we live in a nice house here, in a very quiet area, away from people, away from cars, away from anything. Ta-da! So let me use one of the smallest brushes here. Maybe this brush I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna take some out. Doesn't really come out. Oh, maybe I have to open it. Oh yeah. Silly monkey. So let me put a little bit here. Just like so. It is nice and pink. I do love pink powders. My favorite is Huda Beauty. These are the areas I would put powder on if I was doing concealer, to set the concealer. But otherwise, I'm just setting the T-zone. To be honest, I don't really feel like I need a powder because the skin is really velvety. A velvet. Right, let me put this back. Whew. The problem with powder, it just goes everywhere. It goes everywhere. Let me just close that so we don't have a lot of fallouts. Whew. Okay, so we've got the powder. I don't have a powder blush or bronzer. And let's do quickly the eyes. By the way, I didn't buy any mascara, and the reason is I had my lash extension done a few weeks ago, and it took me a while to take them off, nearly all of it. So I think my lashes themselves are missing now. So we're gonna leave the eyes alone. Just I'm gonna put a little bit of eyeshadows. We start with this bright light shade and put it in the crease area and all over the lid. That's going to be our transitioning shade. and all over, under the lid. So basically all over the lid. Just to add a little bit of base. Then we're gonna take a little bit of this dark shade. And I'm doing the outer corner. Outer corner. Lower lash line. Then we're gonna use a little bit of this eyeshadow to put all over the lid. This is not the best quality. Try it better. But if you're trying to find your makeup and you want something cheap and cheerful, I think this palette was quite reasonably cheap. And it gives a little bit of foil eye look. Yeah, and then an inner corner. It will be difficult for me to reach the inner corner with my finger. I'll try with my no. I'm gonna do this light shade in there, in here. Just a tiny bit. We top it up a little bit more with this kind of like rosy shade. And just like this, we've got everything done. So, what do I think? I really loved the cushion. It was really good. I highly recommend that. This is nice. Obviously, this is the first time I put it on, but I feel it's going to be a really nice addition to any makeup bag. I really enjoyed the blush. I need to check the other shade of the contouring because I don't think this particular shade works for me, but this shade in blush in the color Love Cake is absolutely dreaming. I loved the lipstick. This particular lipstick, Water Shine or whatever it was called, Mirror Kiss. Love the lipstick. The liner, not sure. I don't know if I can recommend it. It's okay, but I've tried better liners. For me, it made a little bit of a mess around the line, so I'm not gonna say anything. Powder. The fact that there are two powders in one component is really good. I can try a little bit of this powder in here for you. Oh, it smells lovely. If you don't like the powders and the makeup that has got scent, you're not gonna enjoy that. I am enjoying it. It smells like very sweet cherry, kind of candy cherry. This is nice. This was in the shade Insta Ready, so I like that. Eyeshadows, probably no, not my favorite. The pigment, the shine is not the best. And the last product, what was the last product? The brushes. The brushes, they're okay. nothing amazing, unfortunately. So yeah, that was a review for some viral and some not so viral Sheglam products. I enjoyed the experience. This is, by the way, the swatch for the eyeshadows. It's all in the theme. Yeah, eyeshadows are not the best. They're okay. Not the best standard, but they're okay. The rest you can see on my face. Let me take you out of here so you can see it. This is the face, the lips, the eyes, obviously no mascara, the face, the skin is skinning, my bad.